By the middle of second semester, Choma had become one of the most talked about girls in Unity State University. Some admired her, many envied her, others simply shook their heads. Her life had changed quickly. She no longer queued for the overcrowded campus bus. Uber drivers now knew her hostel. Her wardrobe had expanded from 3 dresses to an entire suitcase of fashionable clothes. Every weekend she traveled to meet one of the men who now called her regularly. Chief Kunle was still her biggest sponsor, but he was no longer the only one. Dami had introduced her to 2 other generous uncles. On campus, people had started giving her a nickname, Soft Life Choma. At first she pretended not to care, but campus gossip never slept. One hot afternoon, Choma returned to the hostel to meet a loud argument in the corridor. 2 girls were shouting at each other, while several others formed a circle around them. What is your problem? You are the problem. No. Choma recognized them immediately. Blessing and Kemi. Both girls were known on campus for dating wealthy older men. Blessing pointed angrily. You think I don't know you followed him yesterday? Kemi laughed mockingly. Ha! Which him? Your husband? Girls around them started shouting, Fight! Fight! That man has been taking care of me for 2 years. Well, he has upgraded. The crowd exploded with noise. Someone whispered near Chioma, These sugar daddies cause too much trouble. Another girl added quietly, Campus is becoming like Lagos. Chioma slowly walked past the argument into her room. For the first time, the scene made her uncomfortable. It suddenly felt like everyone was fighting over the same kind of life. That same evening, she had another invitation. Chief Kunle had booked a hotel again. But this time, the hotel was bigger, more luxurious. She checked her phone. Chief Kunle had sent a message. Room 508. Chioma began walking toward the elevator. Then suddenly loud voices echoed across the lobby. A woman was shouting angrily. Kunle, don't lie to me! Chioma froze. Something about the name made her heart skip. She slowly turned.
Near the reception desk stood Chief Kunle, and beside him was a woman in her late 30s, clearly furious.
The woman held a phone in her hand. I saw the messages!
Hotel guests stared awkwardly. Chief Kunle lowered his voice nervously.
Calm down, people are watching.
The woman laughed bitterly. You think I care? You have a wife and children at home, but you are chasing small girls! Her voice shook with pain. Chioma felt her stomach tighten. She knew immediately. The woman's eyes filled with tears.
How many of them are there, Kunle? Silence filled the lobby. Chioma slowly stepped backward, hoping no one would notice her. But her chest felt heavy.
The words small girls echoed painfully in her mind. She turned around quickly and walked out of the hotel. Outside, the night air felt strangely cold. Chioma sat on a bench near the parking lot, trying to calm her thoughts.
Her phone buzzed. Chief Kunle was calling. She stared at the screen. The phone kept vibrating. Finally, she rejected the call.
For the first time since meeting him, she felt something she had been avoiding. Guilt. Back on campus the next day, gossip was already flying again. At the cafeteria, 2 girls were whispering.
Did you hear what happened yesterday?
What?
A man's wife came to fight him at Royal Crown Hotel.
No way! Yes! They said he was seeing university girls. These married men have no shame. Chioma sat quietly at another table eating rice. Every word felt like a needle in her chest. Later that afternoon, she sat in development studies lecture but barely heard anything. Her mind replayed the hotel scene again and again. The woman's voice, the pain in her eyes. You have a wife and children at home. Chioma stared at her notebook. For the first time since entering the soft life,
something inside her had started to crack. But she didn't yet know that bigger problems were coming.
Because soon, something would happen that would shake her life even more. Something that would force her to face the truth about the life she had chosen. And when that moment came, Chioma would finally realize that soft life sometimes hides very dangerous consequences.